Life is a dream and heaven's reality, but I'm caught in between, and though it seems
So, part 4. So at this point, my grandma has passed, and I'm coming to grips with that. And I just remember me and Chelsea, we was walking in Macy's downtown, and we was shopping for clothes or whatever. And when I started note, I felt like I was having a heart attack. My heart started beating really fast, and my body, I literally felt like a big flame. I felt like I was a flame. Like I felt like I was on fire. My body was so heated, and I felt like I was about to cry. And she was rubbing my back. I'm like, please stop, stop, stop. And she just continued to rub my back, and I just started boo crying. And Macy's, I remember I was just sitting on like the mannequin thing. I was just crying. I'm like, I can't believe it. And I started doing paperwork and doing my research, and I have no money to get to Miami. My mom was trying to do everything at the last minute. It ain't nothing like frustration in times, especially like when you lose somebody and people ain't making it easy. And but Chelsea, she made it easy. You know what I'm saying? She bought my plane ticket. She bought my dress clothes. I mean, God really used her at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really thankful, grateful for her for that. You understand what I'm saying? But I couldn't get too excited because by the time I got to Miami, it seemed like she had disappeared off the face of the earth. And especially when somebody is vulnerable like that, like in a very, excuse me, in a very sensitive place, you don't want to make that person feel any type of way that's not good. So I didn't really snap on her, but I was kind of through with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said, you know what I'm going through, and you're not here. It's like I leave your presence, and all of a sudden you kind of go ghost. You know what I'm saying? And when you start with them excuses, this and that, I'm like, I don't got time to sit there and explain to you how you should act. It just wasn't a good time. So we cut off from there, and that was that. I was done. I'm just like, I'm focused on my mama, my brother, and trying to make this happen. And I found myself in a different place in my life. Like, I just kept asking myself, God, wow, what's going on? I mean, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I've been through a lot. Even this video, like, I'm watching myself, like, man, like I'm a survivor, like Destiny's Child survivor. Like I've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still here. There's a lot of people that lose people who don't return in their right mind. They just give up. And I was thinking, F school, if it wasn't for my grandma, she gave me my first keyboard. I would never know how to play. Like, what would I be doing? Like, if I wasn't singing, if I wasn't an entertainer, what would I be doing? You know what I'm saying? God used my grandma in a tremendous way in my life. She raised me. It's like losing a mama. It's not like it is, and it just I had so many regrets, and and I wrote a song for that too. That you guys will be exposed to eventually. I have so much music and so many projects. I don't want to release them prematurely, but it's all gonna come together in its time. But a verse in a song. Well, I guess I can say something song. I can't say I didn't see it coming, but I'm not quite. But I'm still quite surprised. And the whole message of the song is like, "Why'd you go away?" You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I guess even if we had a perfect relationship, like if me and my grandma had a perfect relationship, I would still have some regrets or something I could did more of. You know what I'm saying? It's always a thing. Well, what if I did that? She still be alive. Well, I'm still in Miami. She still would be alive. Still be alive. This and this and that. But God's will is God's will, and I just seen God move even in my grandma's death. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had called me after the funeral to see how I was doing. It was like, how do you lose somebody, a cornerstone, even in the community? Like, my grandma was a pastor. Like, so many people didn't show up to the funeral. They didn't send no cards, no flowers, no nothing. It's like she died and, like, she was nobody to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Except for me and my mom. And Sean is too young. I don't even know if he understands that he ain't gonna ever see her again. You know what I'm saying? You know how kids are. So it's just so much. It's like trying to get my mind together. But it all stopped and it all changed. It all changed. When did it change? Let's fast forward to where I'm at now. What month are we in? We're almost in August. By the time this video come out, we may be well in August. I don't know how I'm gonna release them, but I realized something. I'm like, I can literally see God in everything. You hear me? Getting caught up. I got caught up with this dude in a relationship, and I was still messing with him. I'm like, what's wrong with me? What's? I mean, I know I ain't ugly. I'm not. Why am I playing second place? When I asked you were you in a relationship, because this thing ain't telling me he was, I had to ask him. I still went forward with it. Like, why did I do that to myself? Why am I chasing these people around to be my friend? Why am I chasing these people around to help me with my projects and what I got going on? I'm trying to talk to you and be open, this and this and that. People who can't meet me halfway. I'm doing these things on my own. Why am I stressing about it? So what you gotta do? Don't stress. It's just that simple. Life is already hard. You deal with whatever you choose to deal with. If I don't care what situation may be, okay, if that's how you feel, okay, that's fine. You can judge me on this video. Okay, that's how you feel. Leave your nasty comments. Talk about me. Roll your eyes when you see me in person. But that don't faze me because I'm above that now. You understand what I'm saying? I've been through too much. What you got to do ain't nothing compared to what I've been through because I'm already prepared, baby. I'm already prepared. You understand what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? And I've seen this even in football practice. And I don't even play football. It's like, why do they train you harder in whatever sport you do? So when it comes to it, it'll seem so much easier. If somebody just train you enough and just give you enough to survive, it ain't gonna last long. But if you train harder, and that's why you be like, God, it's so hard, boo. You cry your tears. Okay, do what you gotta do, but you gotta get up eventually and stand up. Be like, wait, I've been through too much. This ain't nothing. God, I've seen way worse days than this. I'm gonna get to the point. I have my own spot. You know what I'm saying? I have my recording studio, my keyboard, microphone. My TV, my furniture set, AC. It's like I'm good now. I'm not perfect. I still got a long way. I'm still struggling, but I'm not struggling like how I used to. I'm in a good place now. You feel what I'm saying? And when the awakening started to happen, I'm like, wow, I'm starting to figure it out. This is what you do, Zay. Don't play second place for nobody. Nobody. I don't care if it's your mama. Don't play second place. Okay. All right. I ain't trying to call my mom, but she want to watch these videos. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I let her borrow some money, you know what I'm saying? And then when she got a hold to it, she felt like she can give it back to me whenever she feel like. No. When you asked me for it, I gave it to you. It didn't take me days to do it, right? I jumped on it. So when it comes time to return the money, I need to jump on it. Don't feel like because you think I got it that it's just going to be all good and you can just return. It don't work like that. So you know what? I learned. This is very simple. When they need it again, just take your time. And I ain't trying to be funny, but why jump through hoops for somebody that ain't got your best interests at heart? Why jump through hoops for somebody that's gonna take their time, do and like treating you whatever? And I mean this in general. Just not talking to one group of people or one set person. But when you treat people how they treat you, it'll be very easy. Or just don't deal with them, because I don't deal with people like that. It's just that simple. I used to try to be vengeful and say, okay, wait till they meet me, then I'll do that. No, I'm sorry. I can't help you. No, I don't do it. I'm good. Matter of fact, we don't even need to have that discussion, because I'm over it. Thank you. Bye. Delete. I ain't going to tell you to delete my number. I don't got time. Do whatever you want to do with the number. When you realize the number has changed, it's already going to be too late. Like, why do we stress ourselves about things and people who don't matter? People who ain't going to even survive a season in our life. You understand what I'm saying? When you realize that it's not even about you, but it's about God's will for your life becomes so much simpler. So much simpler. And I wish I would have had this revelation way back when, but I got it now. So I'm good. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you win. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But you gotta keep moving forward. You gotta keep moving forward. All those distractions in your life, that's what they are. Distractions. You understand what I'm saying? And if you're able to be honest with yourself and say, you know what, I need to stop hanging around this person. I need to stop dealing with this person. I need to start reading my Bible. I want to start going to the gym. Like, my life has changed because I realized I don't need somebody to do those things. If I want to go to the movies, I can go to the movies by myself. If I want to read my Bible, I don't need T.D. Jakes to help me, tell me what scripture to go to, because I have a relationship with God. He talks to me. I don't need a prophet or a prophetess to tell me, son, you need to stop doing this. I realize I don't have to prove myself to nobody. I don't need to prove to nobody that I'm straight. I don't need to prove to nobody that I'm gay. I don't need to prove to nobody that I'm bisexual, that I can sing, that I can rap, that I can do this, that God has changed my life. I don't have to convince nobody. Only person I got to prove myself to is God. He's the only, God can't even really put you in hell because He gave you a choice. Whatever you choose, it's your choice. If you choosing to stay in an abusive relationship, it's because you choose. If you choose to deal with a loser, it's because you chose to do it. If you choose to have babies and not get married, that's your choice. You made that decision. It all has to do with decisions. Whatever you choose to do. You can either choose to serve the Lord or choose not to. You can choose to delete this video, to share. You can choose to comment or not. It's like all these it's choices. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not stressing. Like, I'm good now. Like, I'm finally getting the hang of it. Like, sometimes I just want to give. I'm like, man, it ain't worth it. I don't want to do this. I don't. But when I know what God has put inside, and I know the world has so much need of a young man with a positive message. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. Nowhere perfect. But I was predestined for this. I wasn't born for this. I was predestined for this. And I know God is just, I've seen God do too many things in my life. I know He's real. And nobody can tell me different. This is the awakening. I'm wide awake now. So, open your eyes. I love you. Comment. Do what you gotta do. It's your choice.